Ingenious Cinema presents Sunrise and the Sunset. Long live our King, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. The rising of the sun. Yonder comes the powerful king of the day, rejoicing in the east. Thompson.
The sun god's crest upon his azure shield. The heavens. Bailey.
The sun does not shine for few trees and flowers, but for the wide world's joy. So God sits, effulgent, in heaven, not for a favored few, but for the universe of life. And there is no creature so poor or low, that he may not look up with childlike confidence, and say, "My Father, thou art mine." H. W. Beecher.
And lo, in a flash of crimson splendor, with blazing, scarlet clouds running before his chariot, and heralding his majestic approach, God's sun rises upon the world. Thackeray.
See, the sun himself, on wings of glory up the east he springs. Angel of light, who from the time the heavens began their march sublime, first of all the starry choir, trod in his Maker's steps of fire. More.
As a giant strong, a bridegroom gay, the sun comes through the gates of day, and hurls his beams over the proud hills, a stream of glory and a flood of day. Broom.
The setting of the sun. The weary sun hath made a golden set, and by the light track of his fiery car, gives token of a goodly day tomorrow. Shakespeare. Sunsets in themselves are generally superior to sunrises. And with the sunset, we appreciate images drawn from departed peace and faded glory. Hillard.
His rays are all gold, and his beauties are best. As painting the skies, he sinks down in the west, and foretells a bright rising again. Watts.
The west is crimson with retiring day, and the north gleams with its own native light. J. H. Bryant. The sun, when he from noon declines, and with abated heat, less fiercely shines, seems to grow milder as he goes away. Dryden.
The zenith spreads its canopy of sapphire, and the west has a magnificent array of clouds. And as the breeze plays on them, they assume the forms of mountains, castled cliffs and hills, and shadowy glens and grooves, and beetling rocks, and some in golden masses float, and others have edges of burning crimson. Never from the birth of time were scattered over the glowing sky more splendid colorings. Carrington. The deathbed of the day, how beautiful. Bailey. More joyful eyes look at the setting than the rising sun. Burdens are laid down by the poor, whom the sun consoles more than the rich. I yearn towards him when he sets, not when he rises. Richter.